Well, good Thursday morning, really beginning to work our way into the afternoon hours. You may have noticed plentiful sunshine. That's what we've been dealing with all week long. In fact, looking outside, not much going on across South Central outside of a few high-level clouds. What we're going to be watching, though, is a change heading our way as we welcome in the weekend. And that's going to bring the potential for some colder weather to parts of South Central. And we're going to be talking about temperatures struggling to break out of the 30s potentially as we welcome in the weekend. Before we get to all of that, let's go ahead and look at what we have ongoing for at least the next few days. It is avalanche season. We're seeing those temperatures steadily warm. Biggest issues that we're going to be dealing with is those warmer temperatures, that higher sun angle that we have across South Central. That is going to lead to the potential for some wet snow avalanches that can be triggered. So just be mindful of that if you're heading out, if you're doing any hiking or heading out in the backcountry. You do want to certainly take note of the avalanche territory and the terrain, and certainly stay away from some of those steeper slopes across the region. As far as what we're dealing with so far for the month of April, it has been a chilly one. Through April 19th, we're currently sitting at the 7th coldest on record. You can see the average temperature for a typical April is right around 37.5 degrees. We barely made it to 30 degrees. You can see we're currently at 29.5. This is the coldest April we've seen since 2021, so we only have to go back a few years. And you certainly noticed not only have we've been struggling to warm through a good portion of this month, but this week we have been dealt a nice hand of cards when it comes to those temperatures, and we're waking up, or really this afternoon into the rest of the day, we're going to see those temperatures warm into the upper 40s, and there is the shot that parts of South Central could climb into the 50s. Now, looking ahead through next week and the close of April, we are going to see a good portion of the state take a tilt towards cooler conditions. Most of those colder weather impacts are going to be from the slope through the interior out towards western and southwest Alaska. But here in South Central, we're also going to get a taste of that colder air as we welcome in the weekend. Currently, though, you can see sunshine for all across the region. We've got 3 in Kotzebue, 16 in Nome, 49 in Juneau, 52 degrees down in Ketchikan, out towards Dead Horse, a high of 5 degrees currently, and then Dilution seeing those temperatures in the upper 30s. So what are we talking about here over the next several days that's going to drive that colder weather that's heading our way? Well, we've got ridge of high pressure that's been building in across the state. That ridge has been responsible for not only the sunshine, but that warming trend that's been taking hold. Greatest warming trend has really been across western and southwest Alaska. Started off the week with those temperatures in the single digits for highs. Now today we're going to be talking about portions of western and southwest Alaska climbing into the 30s and the 40s, and that's all thanks to that ridge that we've been talking about. Now, this 850 millibar temperature map that you're looking at, it's depicting the temperatures about 2,000 to 3,000 feet above the surface of the Earth. Where you're seeing a lack of color, that's where those temperatures have warmed above freezing. And again, that's all thanks to that ridge of high pressure, and that's what's bringing us those temperatures daily that have been warming quite nicely. But notice something else that's happening. As we close the door on Friday, welcome in Saturday, we've got that colder air diving south through the interior, through the slope, and then eventually here in South Central. That's some colder air that's heading our way. Not going to be bitter cold by any means for South Central. Now along the slope, we are going to see those afternoon highs drop back into the single digits and overnight lows anywhere from about 10 to 15 below. Here in South Central, we're going to take off about 5 to 10 degrees from our temperature as we welcome in the weekend. And that's all thanks to that colder air and a cold front that's going to be diving south. We even have a shot that we're going to hold on to some breezy conditions as we welcome in your Saturday and Sunday. For now, though, we're talking about our temperature staying right at 41 degrees Saturday up under overcast skies. There's also a chance we'll see some wintry mix. Now, not a lot of moisture associated with this system as it is pushing south across the state, but there is a slight chance we could see some areas of wintry mix Saturday and lingering into early Sunday morning. How far below average are we? Well, average high for Saturday and Sunday is right around 49 degrees, and you can see some spots could be about 10 degrees colder than what we typically expect, and there is the potential that we're going to struggle to break out of the 30s as we welcome in the weekend. So go ahead and prepare for a brief but cooler weather pattern heading our way. And then you can see on into next week, that chance for some showers does stay with us into Tuesday. Rain showers at that, as those temperatures are expected to warm back into the mid to upper 40s, which feels quite nice, but still for this time of year is below average. And there's a possibility that this month as a whole is going to close out as one of the top 10 coldest, if not top 10, top 15 coldest. So get outside, enjoy that sunshine. There's plenty to go around. We're going to see that sun tomorrow as well across portions of south central, and then those clouds are expected to increase before that cold front makes a return to a good portion of the state. And then again into next week, we're going to see that mixture of sun and clouds with those temperatures warming into the 40s. For now, get outside, soak up the sunshine, and enjoy the beautiful weather. We'll have more on this incoming cold weather pattern, or cool weather pattern, I should say, coming up at noon as well as into the evening shows as well. For now, have a good Thursday.